Greetings, internetizens. This is Elmerthien playing Professor Layton and the Curious Village. In the last episode, the bad guy tried to murder me with a Ferris wheel. I also found a shack. Yes, this weird girl led me to the Ferris wheel. Or maybe the sinister figure scared her off. Doesn't Layton and Luke find a ticket to the amusement park? Oh yeah, this place has that treasure, I mean a coin, at least. Anything here? Oh yeah, there's coins. But are there any monsters? Is there something lurking in this moss? Any bugs? Look, Professor, there's a strange device on the door here. It seems to be a puzzle of some sort. I imagine the door won't open until we solve it. It's almost like we're being tested, isn't it? But for what? If they make good test subjects for science? For creepy experiments? Oh, it's this ball. I think I've done it before. Can you get the red ball out of the maze? Slide the blocks? Now what? No, this doesn't seem right. Maybe, yeah.
I think I got it.
Good thing I wasn't limited on the moves.
I did it. Yes.
That should do the trick. Is this the last painting script? What's... the screen was black for a lot of time. Yeah, it's a face, it's a woman. This painting is truly brilliant. It simply must go on my wall. By the way, I have a present for you to mark this occasion. Another bonus! Art lover's house, yeah. Is this Flora or the previous lady? I forget. Would be Lady Dahlia with the cat? Ooh, a room. Wow, I certainly didn't expect a room down here. Let's give it a thorough once over. Something isn't right about this place. I can feel it in my bones. Yeah, all these drawers are completely empty. It's an ordinary tub. Just a milk jug. Tiny paintings. The candle is hot. Who lit it? Maybe it's a fake candle, maybe it's electrical. And it's hot because light bulbs get hot. Does Gizmo have any ideas? 25 leads in one room? Or total? That's a coin. That's another coin. Oh, the flowers are dead. Is there something under the floor? Like some coffins? Some stasis tanks? What am I supposed to investigate here? Tell me getting diabetes out of nowhere is a mystery. Or maybe he doesn't have diabetes but suddenly for some reason hates cake. I don't get it. What is in this room that I'm supposed to investigate? Do I just report to the town hall or tell me or whatever? More coins. This whole thing is ruined now. There was the tent ruined before. Is someone expecting me in town or whatever? this an abandoned lab? You said you wanted to investigate this room. What is going on? Is there a perception filter? Are you too afraid to look closer? Where are you going? We haven't finished our investigation yet. Who's hiding all these coins here? Are the coins there to bait foolish adventurers? Or is that total amount of leads that I have found? That I have actually picked up? Here! It was one of the paintings? Something's hidden behind here. Alright, let's move the picture out of the way then. What's this here? A key? It appears to be some sort of key. But what does it unlock? The building it's shaped like? We won't know until we investigate further. But this shape certainly looks familiar. Professor, could this be? It looks just like the tower. I don't know, it looks less weird. Maybe it grew. I knew there was something odd about that dead end. Perhaps this key will shed some light on things. Look, we need to head back to that large wall on the north side of Saint Mystère. I have a hunch that it's more than a dead end. New chapter! Maybe Chelmy was traumatized by cake. Who would have imagined that the tiny shack held the entrance to an underground tunnel and a storage room? More unexpected was the key shaped like the tower. This could unlock a path. We got a key! Final mystery? Deep underground, on the edge of town, the professor and Luke found an unusual key and the letters are deformed again. There's a connection between the key and the tower. No one can figure out where to use the key. Oh, this painting! Maybe there's a coin in there too. Look Look at how old this picture is. Alright, that reminds me of a good one. Would you like to hear it? Pattern matching. Large shape below is made up of a pattern. A section of the shape has been removed. Out of the options A, B, C, and D, which one should you insert into the large shape to complete the pattern? Well, you'd have to rotate it for the greens to align. They're all oriented wrong. What, do I pull up MS Paint again? This corner is blue. If we just flip it by 180, it gets greens here, right? And reds beneath the greens. Alternately, this isn't even the right orientation. We need an S, not a Z. And this S has red up. Or blue. It's B.
Luke, here's my answer. Every puzzle has an answer.
Excellent. You have to find the right matching pattern. Different pieces, yeah? I should have made the SZ distinction first. Instead I looked at the greens first. Gee, I didn't think it was that easy. The item went to Luke. Wait, is that a teacup? Starting to feel like home. What do I switch it out with? I guess I could drink water. Nice cup of Earl Grey, yeah. Sure, it's big. Nope. He wants the clock. Pretty art. Or squishy. What? Is there more? I wonder what this room's for. Maybe Gizmo just saw the puzzle. Now what's outside? More murder attempts? There's garbage and stuff buried in the dirt of the path. It was buried in that cloud over here. Let's go investigate the dead end right away. Alright, but first let's make a quick stop by the inn. There's something I need to check on there. I need to figure out if Beatrice is a witch. Why the inn, Professor? It seems that someone doesn't want us around. Someone is in fact after us. The key to identifying this scoundrel is back at the inn. So you already have an idea about who's behind this? Haha, piqued your interest, have I? Someone's been obstructing the investigation. Recently, I somehow got an achievement in Hollow Knight, but it felt like cheating because it was a speedrun achievement and I was doing a randomizer with bench warp. It's just item randomizer, items and dex entries, journal entries. Still, let's sped things up. Luke keeps pushing for us to proceed straight to the dead end by the tower. I do have a suspicion that I feel the need to confirm. Stop at the inn to identify the person. Dude still mad? No chests left? Maybe some soup, which doesn't have to be rearranged. Maybe there's more stuff in the sewers. Again. Ha ha ha! It's you two lads again. You're a pair of odd ducks coming all the way just to see me, eh? But lucky for you, I've got myself a darling of a puzzle and a mind to share it with you. Wash up on the shore? You need to wash your face. But all 13 water valves in the sewer piping are shut tight, and you're unwilling to walk the plank. You have to open the valves to get the water flowing to your sink. Here's your challenge. Direct the water all the way to the sink by opening as few valves as possible. Why does red mean they're open? I'd expect red to be closed and blue or green to be open. Blue, green, this is a Japanese game anyway. Let's see. This would be 4, right? Alternately, I don't know. Let's see it from this side. It's a lot of valves.
Luke, here's my answer. Oh, how embarrassing.
Then again, maybe it's from this side after all. Where do we even connect? Had this T? No? This, maybe? No. Or is it that? Yeah, maybe. It's so loopy.
Luke, here's my answer.
How?
I suppose I thought wrong.
It's not these three. The connection isn't open here. So maybe it's not this side of the T. Maybe it's this side of all the branches. Yeah, this?
That should do it. Another puzzle solved.
Now go wash up. Ah, wonderful work. I was sure the puzzle would floor the both of you, but I guess the joke's on me. Oh well, You win some, you lose some. Wait, do you have any other plumbing puzzles? Maybe about smashing some turds? It's hard to sneak away from the job when you're above ground, as everyone can see you plain as day. If I ever want to rest on the job, this is the only place I can go to. Now be good lads, and don't go blabbing this to Rodney. Oh, I first tried the sewer dead end, a super dead end. Oh, are you still being creepy and trying to trip us in here? Or convince us to stay? I can tell from the look on your face that you're dying to live by my house, aren't you? I'm just looking around. Wait. There's more town stuff I want to check. Maybe not, maybe I'll check the inn. And then go to the palace and then the dead end. What? Oh, the drawbridge is back up. That bridge appears to be the only way out of Saint Mystère. It seems that we are confined to this town for the moment. Oh my! And to make matters worse, it seems that no one can find the crank to lower the bridge. Well then, my boy, all we can do is wait. Let us attend to our business in the village. Strange weather. Yeah, it's strange. Why isn't it cloudier? Oh wait, that's fog. Or maybe it's just faded in the distance. Yeah, it should rain more. This is England after all. Hello, Professor. Is something the matter? You look a little shaken. Beatrice, I have an urgent request. Could you show me the newspapers from the last couple of days? The papers? Certainly. Hang on for just a moment while I go fetch them for you. That's strange. I'm sure I set them down around here somewhere. Is there a problem? I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I can't seem to find them anywhere. Even today's morning paper seems to have gone missing. I see. Well, thank you just the same, Beatrice. This has been most helpful. Just what was in those papers anyway, Professor? You, Professor Layton! Ramon, and to what do we owe this visit? Oh, he told me I needed to find you and bring you to Reinhold Manor. The inspector, I mean. He and Lady Dahlia await your arrival at Reinhold Manor. Thank you for the message. We will set out for the manor in just a few moments. Still checking for puzzles. You got nothing? It just bends and forms everywhere. Wait, there seem to be some blank pictures. It's probably some framed forms. So it's not entirely blank. Just a lot of white paper. Ah! You found the key to the tower, haven't you? How do you know about the key? You mustn't interfere with the tower. Whatever you do, just stay away from there. Interfere? What do you mean by that, dear? As she casts a stern glare at us. Hello, Ramon. I just noticed the lips. Lady Dahlia's requests are always such a handful to take on, aren't they? Yeah, the stream. Is it? It looks like a bird. It's probably a leaf. Very sunny in here. Welcome back, Professor Layton. Please come in. Everyone is waiting. Thank you, Matthew. Is something troubling you, my good man? You seem ill at ease. Oh no, I'm fine, sir. Please make your way to the parlor. All right, if you're certain that nothing is the matter, we'll head upstairs. This is gonna need some amplification. Why was she telling us to stay away? Is that also bait? Ah, Mr. Layton, thank you for arriving so promptly. Come, have a seat. Why have you called us here, Inspector Chelmy? Like you, I'm not the kind of man who beats around the bush, so I'll just come out with it. I want to you, Layton. It's clear as day. You are responsible for Simon's death. Are you suggesting I murdered Simon? Nonsense. Nice, Layton. Have to admire the way you keep cool under pressure. But of course, I would expect nothing less from a cold-blooded killer such as yourself. I don't suppose you've seen this before, eh? The vase! Someone pawned off some evidence on us. Oh no. This vase was on display in the room in which Simon was found dead. All the forensic evidence I've gathered suggests that the killer struck Simon with this vase. Ooh, is the vase made of metal? Our killer was no professional. You see, he left his fingerprints all over the murder weapon. Fingerprints that match your own, Mr. Layton. Oh, that's the vase from the market, isn't it? You rotten murderer! Not metal after all. If this vase is evidence, why did you just break it like it was nothing, you incompetent cop? So go on and give me an alibi, Layton. Where were you when Simon was killed, eh? come on, out with it. Can I get a cool lawyer in a blue suit? I was with Luke, investigating matters down in the village. Is that the best you can muster? It's clear the little bird is an accomplice to your crime. Admit it, Layton. You two wanted to keep the golden apple so badly that you conspired to murder Simon. You can't fool me, Layton, so cough it up and start talking. While I'm at it, I'll take the key to the tower you picked up too. It seems that you are intent on pinning this crime on me, Inspector. But if you are a true enforcer of the law, you'll acknowledge that I'm not the only reasonable suspect. Any member of this household could have committed the crime. In fact, you can't even rule out the possibility that everyone here had a hand in the murder. Furthermore, are we even sure that the murder took place here? What kind of nonsense are you spouting now? Do you really think anyone here is fooled by your crackpot theories? Inspector Chelmy, I'm beginning to think the only person here with something to hide is you. And the thing to hide is diabetes. That's absurd. It has nothing to do in the slightest with me.
No, Inspector, it has quite a bit to do with you. Meaning? Isn't it obvious? If there is any criminal element involved in this case,
Judy's sweating.
then it is you, sir.
That point.
That's absurd.
Hey, calm down.
What utter rubbish! You'll need more than some death charge to save your hide.
I have heard you're quite the devoted husband, Inspector. I bet you take very good care of your wife, Amy. Luke and I found this article in the paper. Luke, what was Inspector Chelmy's favorite food again? Oh, potato fritters, I think. This article specifically states that you love sweet potato fritters. And yet you raged at poor Matthew when he brought you sweets with tea. Why? And your point is, it just so happens that I have a fondness for Amy's sweet potato fritters. Is that so? Thank you, Inspector. This little conversation has made things quite clear. Please take a look at this. I believe you just called them Amy's sweet potato fritters, yes? I'd like everyone to look at this article. As you can all see, this article clearly states that Inspector Chelmy's wife is Amelie, not Amy. Same name, right? Do you mean to tell me you've forgotten your own wife's name? Well, he could call her Amy on an informal basis, because she's his wife. Out with it, then. Who are you, and why have you been impersonating Inspector Chelmy? This is a weak clue. And why have you been running this investigation? But your sudden memory loss regarding your wife's name isn't the only suspicious thing about you. Try to recall the time around Simon's death. You said you received a report that prompted you to come to Saint Mystère, but you forgot one thing. After Luke and I came to town, the drawbridge that is Saint Mystére's sole entrance had its crank stolen. That's it. That's the clue. And there's a spike. This effectively sealed the village. From that point on, no one could enter or leave the village. And do you recall just when this seclusion began? Well... There was a noise, I think. It's when the horrible noise happened. There was a guy who was all smoky. Correct. The only route out of the village had been closed well before Simon's death was discovered. After that event, there was no way that anyone outside the village could enter. By the same token, there was no way to take things out of the village, particularly something as large as a corpse. So tell me, Inspector Chelmy, when did you actually first set foot in Saint Mystère? And furthermore, what did you do with Simon's remains? While we're on the subject, I have one more nagging question that I haven't been able to figure out. How is it that you knew about the key to the tower we discovered? When we happened upon that key, there wasn't a soul in the area, save for Luke and myself. Furthermore, I have spoken of what we found there to no one. There's no conceivable way you could have known about this key. Unless, of course, you were spying on us from the shadows when we picked it up. Now let me see if I've got this all right. You posed as the inspector and used Simon's death as an excuse to enter Reinhold Manor. Since then you've been waiting for the ideal time to strike and steal the golden apple from us. How am I doing so far? What's so funny? This is no laughing matter. I'm just astounded at how despicable I find you, Layton. But that's exactly why you're worthy of being my arch enemy. He peels his skin off? Ah, this... I've always despised you, Layton. It's definitely a supervillain. I thought I'd be able to crush you once and for all in Saint Mystère. But that will have to wait, since you saw through my disguise. You haven't caught on yet, but Saint Mystère hides a secret of epic proportions. When I imagine a dimwit like you trying to unravel the mystery, I just have to smile. My business here for the day has come to an end, so I'll be off now. But listen closely, Layton. Never forget how close you came to being bested. One day I, the great Don Paolo, will rain my vengeance down upon you. This is reminding me of Papyrus from the Undertale now. But Papyrus isn't evil. And on that fearful day, you will beg for an umbrella and a raincoat, perhaps even some galoshes. And these metaphors remind me of Woeful. Gosh! What? I guess he's gone. Do you know who that man was? Don Paolo is his name. I've heard stories of him. His grasp of the hard sciences was rumored to be unrivaled. The problem, as you might guess, was his personality. Though he was a genius, the man was evil. The science board banished him from working officially in his field ever again. Sneaking into Saint Mystere to steal the Reinhold fortune sounds like the kind of scheme he would hatch. He seems to hold quite a grudge against you, Professor. What did you do to cross him? I haven't the slightest idea, Luke. Well, that aside, what was all that talk of a secret hidden in the village? What was he talking about? I'm mystified by it myself. For the time being, though, let's focus on finding the golden apple, shall we? I say we follow our newest lead and head for the tower. Let's check that dead end from before, Luke. Shouldn't we fight the boss first and get the treasure then, afterwards? That was a short chapter. One thing is solved. Now what about you people? I'm simply shocked at this turn of events. Who could have guessed that we had an impostor in our midst, or, as you might say, among us? He had me completely fooled. But you saw right through him, Professor. I must say I'm quite impressed with your cunning. I ask you now to put that brilliant mind of yours to work again, and set out in search of the golden apple. It would be my pleasure, madame. By the way, are you feeling all right? You look a bit pale. I awoke this morning with memories of a peculiar dream I must have had last night. In it my husband and I had just had a brand new baby girl, and oh, how everyone fawned over her. The next morning, suddenly, I was in the park walking hand in hand with my young daughter. With your daughter, you say? Now why would I have a silly dream like that? These past few days have really been quite draining. It's a dream. You could analyze the thoughts you had before going to sleep. Professor Layton, I don't feel particularly well at the moment. I think I will go lie down for a bit. What's wrong with Lady Dahlia? Oh, so maybe she's not Flora after all. She says she had a dream of walking the park with her young daughter. There's something quite curious about that dream. Come on, what's up with your lips? Is Lamon also a fish? There doesn't seem to be anything new here. What about the other side? There doesn't seem to be anything on that desk. Or that nightstand. Thanks, Doki. And next up, more of the town. Yeah, this town is utterly soulless. At least this side of town. But there's puzzles in the walls, I think. We seem to have stumbled on a hidden puzzle here, Professor. Splitting it up. What are we splitting? A cube. We have a big wooden cube that's painted red on all sides to look like it was made of weird bricks. After splitting the cube into smaller parts, you are left with 27 cubes, identical inside but varying in the number of red sides per cube. How many of these 27 small cubes have just one of their 6 sides painted red? That's easy. 6. Right?
How does this sound? Layton's apprentice saves the day!
One for each side of the big cube. If you can dissect the block. Yeah. I was just thinking how many mid-side cubes there are. Piece of cake. Now let's go find more puzzles. Nothing here, but there's people. I'm all out of puzzles to show you right now. Go ask elsewhere if you're looking for a new challenge. Is it in the door? Yeah, it was in the door. Oh, you had the cards, right? And you have a crush on the professor. I've got a new puzzle for you, dearie. I bet you're just dying to see it, aren't you? I'm sorry, madam, but right now we're in a terrible rush. You can't fool this old gal. I've seen you strolling around solving other people's puzzles. And now it's my turn. Seen us? What do you mean? Have you been following us? Rolling a 3? There's dice now, but what kind of dice? When you roll a die, the chances of rolling a 3 are 1 in 6. The chances of rolling a 3 twice in a row are 1 in 36. The chances of rolling a 3 times in a row are a jaw-dropping 1 in 216. Simple exponents. Let's assume you roll a die 3 times and get 3 each time. Your chances of rolling a 3 on your next roll are a 1 in how many? But you've already rolled it 3 times. This is a catch, right? You don't demand a 4-digit number from me. Even if 1296 is pretty easy to remember. Remember?
Another puzzle solved.
It doesn't matter how many times you roll the same number. You're only asking about the probability of rolling a 3 in one turn. You're going to the tower, are you, dearie? How about I show you the way? Oh, I was under the impression that the villagers of Saint Myster hated going near the tower. She's been corrupted by the tower's evil aura. Yes, I don't want to go anywhere near that place myself. Though I suppose I could make an exception for strapping young men such as yourself. Oh yes. Professor, we should really keep moving. It's a dead end. No two ways about it. Maybe there's another pathway to the tower hidden around here. I'd argue we've come to exactly the right spot. What do you mean by that? Look right here. There's a small indentation in the wall where one could place a small object. Oh, so this must be... that's a pretty obvious keyhole. Yes. This curious indentation is no doubt the spot indicated in Baron Reinhold's note to Archibald. Oh, so it was the map of the wall. I'm willing to wager that if we put this in there and give it a turn... Oh, it's breaking down. Oh, that's noisy. Gates. Did something get torn? The roof wood seems to have been torn up. Why were the roofs made of planks anyway? Wow! Just as I suspected. Alright, look. In we go. Yeah, this is coming closer to an end. And the rumbling might have something to do with opening and closing the gate. The inspector summoned us. When we didn't get the papers, the girl warned us about the tower and vanished. Don Paul is after the fortune. The path opens, and we can progress in our investigation. What terrifying mysteries await inside. Another closed door. Yep, it looks like you've solved at least 75 puzzles. Alright then, go on in the tower. This place gives me the creeps. Plus, it's all murky in here and I can't see a thing. Oh my. Ah! What are these squishy noises? My head. Look, are you alright, my boy? No injuries, I hope. Don't worry, Professor. I'm fine. And yourself? Nothing. A good long bath later on saw. But more importantly, where are you? in the communist engineering. This room is stuffed to the gills with curious machines. I've never seen anything like them. What do you suppose they do? What in the world? Look over there on the wall, Professor. My word. There are views from all over town displayed here. Don't they almost look like blueprints? Oh, look, Simon is dead. There's keys? Keys everywhere. I don't mean blueprints. If there's views from all over town, wouldn't that imply that there are spy cameras? And what's this? Almost every villager's name is on this wall. Professor, what if somebody is using this place to keep an eye on what's going on in Saint Mystère? Look, there are stairs over there. Let's get out of here. This place gives me goosebumps. Yes, you're quite right, Luke. Let's head out. But there's some investigating to do. My accent is off. Oh, what's this notebook? Did you find something interesting? I think so. This notebook looks like someone's been using it as a diary. Is that where all the scripts were from? Just a little longer now. Soon this village will complete the task it was designed for. A sacrifice? I've waited so long for this day. But as it comes closer, I feel a little lonely. I hope that, at the very least, the young mistress finally finds happiness at the end of all this. This poor journal looks like it's been through a lot. All the pages are terribly frayed. I bet all the scraps of paper we found in the village came from here. What are these levers and antennae from? There's some creepy doors. A staircase. Ah! What's this? You! You two again? What are you doing here? What are you up to? Just a moment, sir. What are you talking about? I knew it! You came here to steal my secrets, didn't you? Didn't you? Don't play dumb with me. I see right through you. Don't think I haven't been watching. I've seen you two sniffing about every nook and cranny in town, getting in the way of my work. Who are you again? I don't remember a guy named Bruno. Now I've had it, so unless you want trouble, give me back number 38. What? Please calm yourself, sir. Just listen to what we have to say for a moment. We haven't intended to get in the way of your work. We are merely searching for the golden apple. Neither of us knows anything about this number 38 business. Oh, did you just say the golden apple? You're really here looking for the golden apple, then? Precisely. Do you know anything that could be of help to us? So that's how it is, eh? What you're looking for is on the top floor of the tower. But watch out, cause the puzzles in this tower are harder than a whole mess of diamond-tipped drills. I know they call you a puzzle master, but are you sure you have what it takes to solve them? Now why would you go and tell us something like that? I bet you just want to set us up to walk right into some sort of trap. What would I possibly gain from doing something like that? Not to mention, it's my duty to guide those who seek the golden apple toward their goal. Some mischief maker snuck into the village and had me all confused, but I think I figured things out now. Seeing as how it's your duty and all, would you mind filling us in? What is St. Myster's big secret? Alright. My name is Bruno. I work for the Reinhold family. For some time I'll manage St. Myster from up here in the tower. Manage St. Myster? You're the one who manages the life of each of the villagers, aren't you? What in the world are you two talking about? Surely you must have seen them too. Do you recall the cogs we found about the village and the list of names we saw in that room? All the villagers in St. Myster are robots created by Bruno. What do you mean the villagers are all robots? In other words, the inhabitants of St. Myster aren't human but intricately constructed machines. They're robots, my boy. I have to say, I am astonished that anyone could build such elaborate machines in this day and age. So why do they want us to stay? Do they need spare meat parts? You must be quite the engineer, sir. Oh, aren't you a sharp one? I never imagined that you'd figure out so much of the mystery by yourself. What do you mean, sir? St. Myster isn't a real town yet. It was constructed by Bruno and the late Baron. How am I doing so far, Bruno? You're right on the money. Master believed that one day an heir worthy of his fortune would come forward. He had me build this city and all would dwell within it to prepare for that day. Then he hid his greatest treasure, the golden apple, away in the top floor of his tower. I was ordered to protect it with my life. Until the person arrives who can solve the puzzle of the golden apple, I will continue to protect it. Remarkable. But I'm impressed at how far Baron Reinhold went to protect his treasure. It's not just any treasure, mind you. The golden apple was the Baron's most precious treasure. But why go through all this just to hide treasure? Why build an entire village to protect it? Seems I've been a little loose-lipped here. I've already said more than I should have. The answers you're looking for are waiting for you at the top of the tower. Oh, then, show me if you're the one who can solve the puzzle of the golden apple. Maybe number 38 is Simon. He's dead because he's missing parts, or his corpse has been stolen and disassembled to make a weapon. Show me if you're the one who can solve the puzzle of the golden apple. They are all robots. And they need repairs. Professor, look! The stairs are barred off! Aha! This must be one of the puzzles Bruno warned us about. It does look quite difficult. This is perfect timing, my boy. I'm in the mood for a puzzle with some meat to it. Four?
That should do it. Critical thinking is the key to success.
Well done. Were you able to get the ball to the hole without shuffling too much back and forth? There's a big skip coming up. There we are. Come on, Luke. We must press on. Alright, lead the way, Professor. Say, Professor, there's something that's been on my mind for a while. Oh, what is it, Luke? When the crank for the bridge was stolen, we were seen in the village along with Don Paolo. It could just be me, but I feel like this wasn't just a coincidence. Somebody planned it, but who? Ha ha ha! Well, look, I don't have any direct evidence of it, but I'd wager that it was Bruno's doing. Bruno? But why in the world would Bruno do something like that? Do you remember what he said? It's his duty to show the way to those who seek the golden apple. But naturally Bruno had no idea what kind of people would come to Sandwich Stair seeking that treasure. It's likely he trapped us in the village to buy himself some time to evaluate who we are. He wanted to see if we were worthy of the secret. It's terribly presumptuous of him, don't you think? How could he think either of us were bad people? He doesn't even know us. Ha ha ha! Who knows how Bruno saw it, Luke? I'm certain he was just being careful. After all, Don Paolo managed to sneak in with us. Bruno probably had his hands full and needed time to see what kind of people had entered the village. Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to ask about that too. Look, we really should get started here. You can ask me your next question while we're climbing. I missed one ball puzzle, I think. Well, see you all next time.